Everybody. Why are we going live today?
Don't we always go live on Wednesdays?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I feel like there's something special about today. We finished it. We finished 3.8.
It's release day. Are you guys ready for the launch?
Well, some people must be ready because we got 189 people watching this live stream. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, we need slow mode for these comments. Something we need to add to the next version.
Yeah, comment slow mode so that you can actually they're just flying by we're some kind of a SpaceX live feed or something.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Glenn. This is Ken.
Hello, good to meet you.
And if you're just joining us for the first time, we like to sometimes take a moment from our coding to make a live stream and try out our software live from our North Andover office. And today's a little special because we've been doing remote, right, Ken?
Yeah, we've been using Ecamm Live's interview mode to come on live together from different locations, but we are actually sitting next to each other for real today.
Yeah, we're here. We're both here in the office.
Talking into the same mic, looking into the same camera. We're not really on a beach. Yeah. You can believe it. That's green screened in.
Someone in the comments asked what beach this is. This is actually Cinnamon Bay in St. John, U.S. Virgin Islands, behind us right now. I actually created this loop on vacation.
Yeah, we recorded this. Did we make it on the GoPro, maybe? I think.
No, I made it on the Nikon. And this park ranger walked up to me with this super straight look on her face, and she said, "Excuse me, you can't film the beach."
What?
And it scared the heck out of me, and I grabbed the camera, and then she just burst out laughing, and she's like, "I'm just kidding you." And I'm like, "That was not funny." I swear to God, she thought that was funny.
Park ranger
anyway,
humor.
We are here today we just thought there's so many new things in 3.8 because we've been working on this since December, right? And
seems like it.
And we could take you through each thing by thing, and I think that would be really long and boring. So we're going to take a couple of the most exciting features of 3.8, go full live demo mode, and show you how these features work. First and foremost, one of the things that we are excited about today is the M1 native capability of Ecamm Live. Our white balance just went weird, huh?
The sun just went in. I'm going to bring it up a little bit.
Now we just look super weird in general.
Come on, we look good.
You look okay.
I look good with this hat. So I noticed that Doc, one of our Ecamm people, is always often wearing a baseball hat. So I just wanted to copy him.
Nice hat.
So we got these.
Yeah, so we're really excited about this. So we decided to do this live stream from our M1 Mac Mini, Apple's Mac Minis are an amazing live streaming tool. Like these things are so fast, and now with 3.8, they're even faster because you are running on native Apple Silicon, as they call it. And there's nothing you need to do to take advantage of this feature other than to buy an Apple Silicon Mac.
Yeah, you can either buy one of the ones that are out now, or you can wait a month for whatever Apple's planning. But we are, it's right here on the desk in front of me. Beautiful M1 Mac Mini.
Is it warm?
It's ever so slightly warm. The great thing about the Apple Silicon is its heat dissipation and its energy efficiency. So your laptop battery is supposed to last all day long.
Yeah, I actually
your processor's not going to overheat.
Before we started this, I did a 19-hour live stream to YouTube of just the camera aimed out the window at the road, and it was flawless, and the Mac Mini did not even warm up. So try that out. Let us know how it goes. This is M1 support has been in beta for a couple months now, so I don't expect anyone to run into any compatibility issues with Big Sur or M1. Everything is working amazingly, and someone's asking about how much resources it's consuming now. This is like a really good question because like isn't that that's the ultimate test of the performance?
Open up Activity Monitor.
Let me see what it's doing now. Because what are we doing right now? We have the Nikon. We're streaming out in 1080 to YouTube, but the Nikon connected to the cam link. We've got the beach background.
That's like a movie that's continuously playing.
Oh yeah, and we are at 55% CPU.
We'll filter by Ecamm.
Okay, so there's multiple
processes. Some
sub-processes. Nope. This doesn't. So in Big Sur, the activity monitor is broken. It doesn't show you all the processes. But for the ones we can see, it's hovering around 55% CPU for this live stream.
And how many cores does this M1 have?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, someone comment if you know how many cores the M1 has. But basically, the way to think about it is you get 100% per core. So if you're on a 4-core machine, your total amount of CPU available is 400. So when you see that 55, that's not half of your power getting used. That's 1/8 of your power getting used.
Oh, okay.
Each core is an independent processing unit.
Yeah, and I could have done this stream in 4K. Darn it. Well, we could have rigged up the whole thing in 4K, but it's too late now. The next stream we do will be at 4K from the Mac Mini. We're just at 1080 right now, and yeah, so that is working great.
Someone's saying 8 cores for
8 cores.
This computer. That makes sense. So we're actually only using 1/16 of the computer's available power. That leaves lots of power left over for screen sharing, interview mode. You might be demoing Final Cut Pro, so you need a lot of extra power available for other things you might be doing on the computer.
Yeah. But the key thing here is your computer's not breaking a sweat, which is just awesome. And now you have where before, if you wanted to build up this beefy, super duper live streaming studio, you had to start digging into these pro computers, ramping up the specs. Like, you know how when you go to buy it, it's like, well, would you like to add more specs? Now you can basically get a top of the line mega streaming computer for what is essentially entry level pricing. Not even special pricing at all. Just like it's basically entry level. But you get this insane machine. So if you were on the fence, I hope that is.
Yeah, and you can use the extra money that you save for like a beautiful big display or a really nice camera or one of these expensive microphones that we're talking into.
Awesome microphone.
Yeah. And you can win all that stuff on the giveaway that we just put out.
Yeah, before we dive into the features, we want to tell you about the giveaway. This is Customer Appreciation Week at Ecamm. It just started. I don't know why the week starts on Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday to Wednesday week.
It's a Wednesday to Wednesday
European
week.
style.
Customer Appreciation, and what that means is an insane giveaway.
It's insane.
When
Katie told me about the giveaway plans, I'm like, that's insane.
Our amazing marketing
team, we're gonna do it anyway.
Got all this stuff to give away. There is there's an actual Mac Mini that you could get
and a screen,
a display, because you don't forget you do need a display. There is there's got to be is there a mic in there? There's what's in there? A mic too?
Mac Mini, a Shure microphone.
Oh, there's a
LG display.
There's a Shure mic.
A Sony ZV-1 live streaming camera.
Oh, there's a camera. It's everything. So okay, so we're giving away a whole studio enter to win, and don't miss that. That's just like the craziest giveaway ever.
Somebody out there is going to win an entire new studio. It's going to be amazing.
All right. So why don't we dive into some of the features here? The biggest new feature in 3.8 is what we call preview mode. I don't know exactly why we call it preview mode. I think that's what everyone who was requesting the feature just decided to call it before it existed. And we were like, okay, it's preview mode. But the best way to describe this is offline editing. If you're familiar with some of the other live streaming tools, you're familiar with that sort of side-by-side layout where you're doing stuff over here, and when you're ready, you're pushing it live over here. When we designed Ecamm Live, we didn't really take that approach. You have your main window, and what's in that main window is live. So what you see is what you get. And for most of the time, that's actually like a really slick setup. But there are situations where you want to just adjust the position of your comment overlays, or maybe even set up an entire scene
without your viewers seeing what you're doing,
or set up a new scene, queue up a video, without anyone seeing that. So we have got that now in 3.8. It's in standard and pro. Everyone's got preview mode now. Preview mode is hard to say.
Preview mode?
Yeah, it's preview mode.
The idea is you are in normal Ecamm Live mode you've come to know and love. You're in regular mode, and suddenly you're like, I need to do something that I don't want my viewers to see. At that point, you simply hit the preview mode button, and now nobody can see what you're doing. Everyone's still seeing whatever you had going before you hit the preview mode button.
Can everyone see the screen? All right, cool. I think people can see the screen. Sorry, I had to, since this is a new computer, I had to put in a little give Ecamm permission to see the screen thing. But okay, now we are sharing the screen of the Mac Mini. You can see this is a brand new setup. Basically just took this Ecamm Live out of the box. And this right now, since I'm not in the preview mode, everything, exactly what's in this main window here is what you get. Like that is what's going out live to your audience.
Why don't you close this window to make room for the program?
All right, so that all changes with this preview mode button.
So you're like, oh my God, I need to I want to play a movie out to everybody, but I need to queue it up first.
Oh yeah, we got a movie here.
Here's this movie
to demonstrate. So there's a couple ways to get it. There's this button down here in the bottom left. This is going to be here while you're live, or while you're in record only mode. We're probably going to mix around how the user interface looks, but right now, if you're just using Ecamm Live as a virtual camera and you want that preview mode button, punch up record only mode and then you'll see it. But right now that it's not going to show up just all the time in Facebook mode or YouTube mode. So the other way to get it is up here in the menus. You can pick it here, or you can just do Command Return to activate the mode.
So you guys are going to see in the screen share what we're seeing.
All right, so preview mode is on now. And what you'll see is you'll get this program monitor here. And this is how you see what your audience is seeing. And you can see that something's changed here. It now says preview mode up at the top, where it used to say live. And then live is down here, so you can see what's live. So watch what happens when I grab the Glen overlay. It's moving for me, but you can see down here in the program monitor, it has not moved. So this would be a way to say I can make changes here. Say I want to add my last name, resize it. And when I'm ready, I can either hit return on my keyboard or hit publish. And that will publish out to the audience down here. Now, put that back. That's bothering me. Return, and it's published. If I ever want to go back to live mode, I can go right back to live mode. And now you can see that my changes take effect immediately. Now, one of the cool things about preview mode, other than making those little adjustments, is that you can set up an entire scene automatically without anyone seeing it. So like we were saying earlier, we've got this video of Marshall here, and we want to roll it out to our viewers, but we want to set this up so that there's a picture of us in the corner that's round. It has the beach background, and we want to queue up the movie to a specific spot. So let's do that right now. We're in preview mode. We'll make a new scene. Call it Marshall.
And then meanwhile, I'm talking maybe while Glenn is setting up the scene. Yeah, so we got these awesome new Ecamm hats, and I'm just trying to kill time while Glenn gets the scene ready. Or maybe I do it, I multitask and get the scene ready.
I'll drag in Marshall's video. I'll add in that round picture-in-picture I was talking about.
Viewers would still be seeing us with the beach.
Round. Wait, that round's not going to work for a two-shot.
No, it's not. I was going to say that, but...
Oh, Bradley's calling in. Bradley, call back in a minute. Trying to do a demo here. I just hung up.
You just hung up on Bradley.
I totally just hung up. All right. Okay, so now we're in here.
Where did that came up in front of the program?
So notice we're still, let me go out of live broadcast mode. So this is us now. You have no idea that we're setting up this scene here. And then the one other cool thing is you can queue up the video. So you can say, I want to start from right here. And now all I have to do to roll this is to hit publish. So let me go out of live demo mode to show you. So as soon as I hit publish or I press the return key, it should transition to that scene, and it should start rolling the movie, and it should start playing that audio. Because one neat thing about the way we did this mode is you can actually queue up a movie, and the audio from that movie is not going to go into the broadcast.
That's important.
And actually, the extra cool thing is that Ecamm Live's echo cancellation will actually subtract it out. So you can actually queue up a movie,
listen to it,
hear the movie. Your audience won't be able to hear the movie until you put it live. So I'm going to hit return and see what happens here.
Of it, I think it helps a little bit. It's not the best, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
So
as
there
you
you
can
go.
tell, if I talk about plosives and
there's
P's, you can
Marshall
still
doing
do
a
some
demo on the
pops.
mic.
But it does okay.
And
so let's
also
go
watch
ahead
this.
and do
So-
a couple more tests.
So it's rolling out now.
So here is
I
how
can
it sounds
pause
with me
this.
typing,
In the editor,
clicking on
And it didn't pause for the
the
viewers.
mouse.
yeah, it's still playing out to the viewers. I can
So
scrub
this
around
is the taco
in the
test.
video.
All right, so this is a lavalier microphone. You kind of
it's
see it
not
right here.
interfering
I have
with
it
what the
clipped
audience is
right to
seeing.
my shirt.
Now I can go to here. All right, this is getting a little confusing. To show
Ecamm
you.
fam, what's good, y'all? This is Marshall Fox, and today we're gonna talk about microphones. Look, I had this whole elaborate video planned out, right?
Cool.
All right.
So a little confusing to show off, but the basic idea is we tried to design this so that it's intuitive and it kind of does what you want it to do. Like it does what you want it to do as
That's
far
what you
as like
hopefully what you expect it to do. And this
So-
is available now. Check for updates, get 3.8, and try it out now. We had a question I just saw go by in the comments. Is this update available now? Because we've been blabbing about this for months. Yes, it is available now.
and here's another thing that I forgot. I was going to show this just now, but I forgot. Can you publish a scene in preview mode and save it for later on in the show without going right to it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the way to do that is actually pretty much the same as what I did before. I'm in preview mode now. I can make a new scene. I'll just keep it with the green background so you can see that it's different. And watch what happens when I click back to live mode. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
We might have done something since
Yeah.
you published.
Well, I can go back. Yeah, I can go back.
You can
then-
you can back out, yeah, and you don't have to apply the scene that you're in.
Let me try it again. Oh yeah, back to, so preview mode, make a new scene, back to live mode. Yeah, so you could make a new scene and
Nobody saw it.
nobody saw you do it. You can go right back to live mode. Since you didn't make changes to your live scene, it just pops right back, and then you can roll that when you're ready. So super cool, super easy. It should be handling the audio. So like if you're queuing up a scene where certain mics are muted, it should keep it should not, it won't, it'll respect the mute settings for the current scene. The only things that you aren't going to be able to do with preview mode are sound level volumes. The individual volumes are global. They're not part of the preview. And that's just because that would be super confusing
for everybody involved.
That would just be so confusing in the user interface if the volumes were different. But the mute settings are in there. You could even say you could even adjust the green screen fade level in behind the scenes.
Even some of the prefs can be adjusted.
I think all the prefs. So you could even go in and like set up your screen sharing prefs or anything, and you can do it all behind the scenes. So if you're playing a video, can you chat to your guests without the live stream hearing? Hey, you're jumping ahead. Nicholas, yes. This is a new feature as well, and we might as well announce that. We have made we didn't do a lot of change to. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we didn't do a ton of changes to interview mode in 3.8. We have been rolling out incremental changes to the web side of that. But one of the things that we did add in preview mode is now if you are muted and your guest is muted, and the most common situation why that would happen is because you're rolling an intro or something, you can now talk to each other. And it's completely automatic. And so try that out. You do right now have to kind of shout over the music if there's music playing. And we're working on like settings like to duck that audio when it's playing. But yeah, you can now communicate with your guests during the intro countdown instead of just staring at each other awkwardly.
Yeah.
So what else is there about preview mode?
So someone was asking in the comments, like, this isn't a new feature, but if you have a second display attached, you can always send the output of your live stream. If you're a pro user, there's a video monitor feature. You can send the output of your live stream to that screen so that instead of looking at the program feed of what your viewers are seeing in this tiny little overlay, you could have it on a separate display. So you could always have a big eye on exactly what your viewers are seeing while you set up your scene changes on your main
Well,
computer.
one of the things I've seen some people do, like you can set up your screen like that.
Yeah, you can make that
if you're
bigger.
If you're used to them more. Well, now there's no place to put my comments, but you can mix and match this however you want. So if you're used to that left side, right side layout, like in Wirecast or something, you can punch that up. And this program window is actually in 3.8. This is not strictly just tied to preview mode, where before you got this little window. If you switched away from Ecamm Live, you can now go up to the window menu and just pick main program, and you can get this program window. You can make it. There's no size limit on this. You can make it as big as you want. So throw it on another display. Do whatever you want, and that should be just one more way to see what's going out over the stream.
Someone's saying, oh man, I think you're making Ecamm Live too complicated for me to understand. Don't worry. You can keep using it exactly the way you have been. One of our goals in designing this new feature is that it's out of the way. If you don't want any of this new functionality, you won't even notice it.
That's important. That's important to note because like
we did not want to add some big new thing that would mess up the flow. People who were comfortable with how it's always worked.
Yeah, if you notice the way we implemented the preview mode, nothing else changed. Like we literally added a button to the corner, and exactly the same way you've been using Ecamm Live all along still works exactly the way it worked before.
Yeah, don't worry. We got a thumbs down.
What? I've never even seen that up there before.
Never had that happen.
The Mark here is asking about splitting the audio, getting the recording on multiple tracks. Yes, we have that.
That's a feature.
We added that in 3.7 in the previous release. If you go to your audio preferences, you'll see a setting for what we call ISO audio. And that is going to put each mic and each guest and your movie sound and your sound effect sound all on separate files.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat for people who want to repurpose that later and adjust adjusted in post. Cool.
Yeah, so that's preview mode. To try it out, we think it is our belief that preview mode works really, really perfectly. There may be a few little glitches in there because it really does kind of reach down into every little aspect of the app. But in general, it should work really well. If you have a Stream Deck and you're using the Ecamm Live Stream Deck plugin, you'll notice 2 new keys in the Stream Deck library when you're setting up your Stream Deck keys. There's one to toggle the preview mode on and off, and there's another button for publishing.
Cool.
Don't think there's any other changes to Stream Deck in this update.
Oh, I love seeing all these comments from all the people who've helped us over the last forever get this working perfectly. Peter Gregg is watching. I just saw a bunch of people go by who we've worked with to get this thing polished. All right, so what else?
Oh,
did
sure.
we
Here
add?
come all the feature requests.
Oh, come on.
Which we love. We love.
We love.
That's how we build the product. We love the feature requests. I'm just teasing because it's like it's just so tempting when we see these things. We want all these features as badly as you guys do. We just have to take it one step at a time.
So what else did we add?
Oh, what did we add? Before I forget, one sort of new thing here. Let me share my screen. So Ecamm Live fans have often pointed out that this main window here is just covered in buttons, and they're just more every day. And when you're setting up your scenes here, the buttons may be in the way. Now we've added a way to hide those buttons. It's hiding in the window menu, hide main window control, or you can just do command tilde
Apostrophe.
command apostrophe,
Yeah.
and zoop, the buttons are gone. If you want to bring them back, you hit it again and they just come back. And if you want to hide them temporarily, you hold down the function key on your keyboard. If you're not, there's the function key right there in the bottom left corner. It's on every Mac keyboard. You never use it for anything, but now you can use it to hide
Sort of temporarily.
those
Like,
buttons.
let's say that we wanted to adjust this Ken overlay here, but the can you let go again? So, and this like little button was in the way, and you like just couldn't get where you wanted. You can temporarily hold down FN, make your adjustment, and then let go of FN, and they come back. So it's just a nice little feature.
Yeah, so, okay, hiding buttons. And the funny thing about this feature is someone's going to hide their buttons, and they're not going to get them back.
Yeah, it's gonna.
But fortunately, quitting and coming back in will
Doesn't like
save the day there.
clicking out of Ecamm and coming back in make them come back?
It may have at one point. No. But anyway,
Okay, well,
if you do notice your buttons are just mysteriously gone, it is this command apostrophe.
Yeah, I think Guy Kawasaki wanted that ability. I think that was one of the people who requested that ability. So if you're watching, Guy,
We love Guy Kawasaki.
thank you for the awesome feature request. All right, let's.
I'll put a feature request on the screen. Percentage. That is a good idea. Feature percentage. So let's dive into all our overlay changes. Overlays are such a great feature. They have so much potential, but sometimes they just don't have what you want them to have. And we're still working on overlays, but we've added a bunch of cool stuff in overlays to help you customize your live streams.
You want to bring in a guest to show us?
Oh, we have that's right. We have some how would I describe them here?
Special guests.
Overlay experts with us today. So let me bring up interview window here. So they can call in whenever they're ready, and we will bring in some guests. We've got Bradley. We've got Fulgens. They're in the green room right now. So I'm going to use preview mode here to, you guys are in the green room. I'm going to use preview mode to set up a little, we got Anna joining in.
Okay. Or Annie, as it says.
So let's set up let's use preview mode to set up a four-way here. Beach. I want to add Fulgen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I forgot to turn on the TV remote.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Gotta turn our volume down.
How is everyone doing?
Good.
Someone set the microphone. No, but it's not.
No, good. Hey, so thanks for joining us, everyone.
Of course.
Cool,
Fulgens, are
cool.
you
Now I
wearing-
can hear y'all. Now I'm
Are you
good.
wearing headphones?
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, everyone.
Hey guys.
Hello.
All right, so
Doing good.
we brought in some experts here.
We brought in a lot of special guests.
We're using Ecamm. We're using Ecamm Live's built-in interview mode to bring people in. All we had to do was send them a link. They clicked it, hopefully in Chrome, and join right into our broadcast with like 1 or 2 clicks. And they look crystal clear. That's what I love about Ecamm Live's interview mode. Sometimes you've got to figure out with any video conference feedback situations, which I think is good now. But we've got down in the bottom left, Bradley. Over to our right, Anna or Annie. I'm not sure what she wants to be called.
Either one, Anna or Annie is fine.
And in the bottom corner, Fulgen. This is impossible to point. And we wanted to bring them on to talk about some of the changes we've made or enhancements we've made to Ecamm Live's overlay feature.
Let's start with Bradley. What's your favorite new overlay feature, Bradley?
I don't know. I was actually just playing with it when you guys hung up on me last time. I was
in the middle of something.
I think that's the first
Okay.
time I've ever hung up on someone calling on interview mode.
yeah. I actually started playing with the CSS overlays, so that's going to be fun. Doing some CSS overlays, the WebM, the widgets. Now that it's more compatible with more widgets, so I'm having fun, man. So we're gonna have a good time. I'm just kind of jumping into everything at one time, so see what I can do.
Well, one of the things we did was we totally redid our entire widget overlay engine. So that's what Bradley was talking about with the CSS. But we also just added some basic improvements to regular overlays. Like you guys have been saying, the overlay background with the rounded corners is nice, but we just need more control, right? More control over the corners. And so what Glenn did, completely unbeknownst to me, was add corner radius ability.
It's a pretty minor change in the long run, but heck.
It's not minor. It's not minor. It's huge, you guys.
It's major.
It's major. It's huge.
So corner radius.
So you could go
meaning
down to 0 and
like-
have hard corners.
how curvy are you, and then what the margin is, and that's really the only change that we made there. But it really does give you a lot more customization over what those text overlays look like, and especially if you're getting really creative and showing off like using sort of text overlays in more creative ways, it gives you a lot more flexibility or how those look. And of course, if you want them to fly in, we now have the ability to specify what direction they're flying in from.
Awesome.
And you'll see if I hide this, it's always going to
Yeah.
fly in from the right.
Yeah, and we've also, and this is small as well, but you can now resize that overlay from any corner. You no longer have to pull it from the bottom right. You could grab it from any corner and stretch it out, like to make that really big from one of the corners there. You can see we got handles in every corner.
Oh yeah, that's a change.
Well, and because they're text overlays, you can also size them from the middle
Yeah, you can
to wrap
do
the
width.
text. Yeah.
And in previous versions of Ecamm Live, you had to resize from the bottom right. I don't know why, but now we've added handles on all 4 corners. Now, in,
But you guys keep saying that that's minor, but that's major because you guys, we
It
can
is.
get creative with it now because the flexibility to adjust from one and then from one end to the other and add layers on top of it is amazing. Is really good, you guys. So
Thank you.
it's
In addition to
We
filling
also
up the
made a bunch of
entire
performance
screen with one
improvements.
text overlay.
Sorry. What were you saying, Fulgens?
In addition to filling up the entire screen with one text overlay, the possibilities are endless with that.
Oh yeah, show how you can bring the overlays really big now, Glenn.
oh, the image, the,
Yes.
the image overlays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have Look at this. Look at what I'm
Well-
controlling this Mac Mini with.
A
Yeah.
text overlay.
Look at this
Yeah.
beautiful
oh wow.
Scrolling mouse.
Kensington Orbit trackball that I found.
It looks like a ship.
It's probably the best input device of the 20th century.
And what's cool about that now that you can actually scale the text overlays to fill the screen, you can use them as color gels now with your
Right.
with your other overlays, right? So
Oh,
if you
I see
have
what you
windows cut out, you can use a background for a text box as a colored gel to add accents to some of your other overlays. So
Exactly.
all kinds of cool stuff you can do with them now.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's
Or
also
you
a
can
lot
use
of
it as a
performance-
color filter.
Right.
Oh yeah, as a filter.
Yeah.
Before I forget, I just want to
Yeah.
mention there's a lot of performance improvements to our automatic overlays. By that I mean countdowns and scrolling tickers. You won't probably see any obvious differences, but the scrolling tickers should be like buttery smooth now.
Buttery
Where-
smooth?
Buttery smooth when they're scrolling across. It shouldn't be like jerky or anything. It should be buttery smooth. And the
Oh,
countdowns
and
should be better.
the
too.
other little update that you did about it flashing black, that's gone. Remember the little
flashing.
Oh yeah,
the little
that-
flash of
that-
black when
that's-
you change windows?
That's a bug fix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for like I think probably over a year we were getting these little black flickers in screen sharing mode, which was if you're trying to do a demo, it was driving you nuts.
Fixed.
And so that should be fixed. Yes.
Okay, so now I forgive you for hanging up on me.
Shane Foley saying Bradley and Annie are coming in hot. So if you guys have any ability to turn down your mic a little bit,
Well, we have the ability, right?
Well, we
You
lowered
can't
it, but
lie.
yeah,
we
they-
lowered Anna, but
Yeah.
Who else is loud? Bradley. So in Ecamm Live, you can actually adjust the volume
Yeah.
of your individual guests.
How about that now?
in their little window.
you sound. I think everyone sounds pretty good.
Okay.
There are some changes to the image overlays too. So we had this this fix in here where previously if you brought in an image overlay and you just wanted it to like fill your screen, there really wasn't a good way to do that because you'd bring it in and then you'd size it. Like the way I like to size things up is by doing the scroll gesture. And previously it would kind of hit the top and bottom and stop, and now it's going to keep going until the smaller side hits the edge.
Yeah.
So that lets you quickly resize size and overlay up to fill the entire screen. Likewise, you can drag them like halfway off,
Oh.
and the same thing goes for camera overlays. So if I had a camera overlay, okay, I can't use this mouse of Annie, and I was just doing a custom layout. I can put it right past the edge of the screen, where in previous versions it would just kind of stop.
Yeah.
So
That is
hope you're
amazing.
enjoying
That's
all of
amazing.
these improvements. They just feel right. They feel great, and it makes it a lot easier to do these custom layouts. So have any of you spent some time playing with the widgets?
No, we've actually been focused
Yeah.
on mainly on the text overlays.
Nice. Is there anything
Yes.
you guys want to add then before we move on to the widgets about the text?
Oh my gosh, it's just like the one of the things that we love the most is the flexibility to be able to how you guys just said, just expand the text overlay to create countdowns and to add filters to it, and also the rounded edges and how you can make it sharp. Oh my gosh, Fulgens, please just go on with it because that's amazing.
Right. And something I want to add, my favorite feature is like this. What seems like so small to others, but like it's a big deal for me is the command tilde. Right. I had so much trouble designing in that upper right corner, whereas like we had to come up with hacks, hit the record button so we could have a clean interface, and then design. If you notice, like we have that ENN overlay, and we have the location and the time in the upper. It's just so much. It's just so smooth working with a clean interface. So thank you guys. That is like the best feature in the entire world right now. You don't have no idea. I know Anna might disagree because Anna likes the nudge.
Yes, right. I love the nudge. The nudge is amazing because it's great to like add those little details when you guys are doing your lower thirds and when you're doing your countdowns. Like it's really, really good to have that precision. But yeah.
We forgot to mention the nudge. So for those of you who are very, very detail oriented and you're trying to get your overlay just in the perfect spot, you can now just kind of like hold your mouse over an overlay and use the arrow keys on your keyboard to make very fine adjustments. You can see we're moving the tiniest bit.
One pixel at a time.
And you can do 10 pixels by holding down shift and kind of just like walk your overlays. And this applies to text, cameras, images, widgets. So that is one other way. And one other thing that I can show you now is that I forgot to mention is the background overlays. This is something that's probably going to get largely overlooked because it's not super common right now to need a background, but there are situations where you do, like, for example, the uncropped split screen mode. So, so this 3-up and 2-up, like the situations where you don't want your split screen to be cropped because like Ken and I on a cropped split screen would not work because we'd both get cropped out. And you see what happens is there's just a black area down at the bottom. Now there's this area here in the overlays window, show in background.
You can put anything back there?
Yeah, so let me just use the tree. I can just drop the tree in to show in background, and now you've got yourself a background. It's
just always back there?
Automatically fill up the whole screen, no need to crop to the correct shape. And that
Could you put a movie back there?
Oh, you can put a movie back there. So if I want to completely explode Ecamm Live,
don't do it.
And drop this 2-hour-long 4K movie into the background. Yeah.
Wow.
It works.
And there's Marshall's video playing behind us?
Yeah. So it can play as a background.
That's so cool.
But don't forget it's there because remember
then you're just playing a 4K video all the time.
Yeah, because I mean most of the time you can't see the background.
Yeah.
So if there's like a 4K movie playing back there, you're really wasting your processing power playing a movie in the back. So don't forget it's back there.
Oh my god.
But in general, I can keep this tree background back here all the time. And if there were to be a background showing for some reason, you'll see instead of black, you'll see whatever image is back there all the time, and it's global. It's not per scene. It's like it's always back there.
So any other overlay changes we're forgetting about? Did we forget anything, guys?
Yeah, right?
No.
I feel like there was like one other thing that we did.
You mean with text edits or overall?
Yeah, text and.
How about the vertical snap?
Oh yeah, snapping.
We did add a little bit of enhancement to the snapping, and what snapping is essentially when you're dragging things around. This is getting down into the details, but you can see those light blue lines showing up. There's one at 1/3. There's at the thirds. There's always been a half. There's always been margin snapping. Now that you can drag things off the edge, there's a snap at the edge, and there's also a vertical snap.
And if the snap is making you crazy, you can hold down the command key on the keyboard and unsnap the snap.
Yeah.
So that's a little power user shortcut.
Snap disabled.
Peter Gregg says overlays need a duplication feature. Peter, it's there. It's a little bit hidden. It's completely hidden, but it's there. All you need to do is hold down the Option key on the keyboard, like you're in Photoshop or something, and you can make as many copies of the overlay as you want. Weirdly, it doesn't work in the overlay window, only on the overlay on the screen.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what Peter's asking for. Really, is so like copy and paste in the overlays window. But yeah, you you can grab this overlay, hold down the Option key, and it'll just duplicate as many times as you want. And if you hold down Shift while you're duplicating, then you can duplicate everything in a straight line. So that's useful if you're like adding some text. And then you want to put another title like perfectly aligned. Hold down Option and Shift. It's going to drag straight across.
This is too much detail for all
That's
these.
cool.
Let's show the next new feature.
I don't know. The viewer count's not. Look, the viewer count's not going down. We haven't bored everyone out of their minds yet.
Right.
Yeah, and one thing,
man.
you guys, that I want to mention is that do not underestimate the power of the changes that Ecamm Live have made in text overlays. Like, you guys, you can create amazing graphics right inside of Ecamm with the new changes, the updates that they have made. So they're downplaying it, but you guys, it's like really, really awesome. You play with it, and you can check out some great tutorials that we have put together. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love this update. So you guys, like, really, thank you
that's
so
right.
much for all of this.
We should mention Anna and Fulgens and Bradley all are doing live stream. There is content going up all the time on the Ecamm network. Is it the Facebook or the YouTube, where we are where those are always going up for everyone to learn about these things. So check out Anna and Fulgens' show. Bradley teaches. Learning all about Ecamm Live on those videos is so much fun. So check that out. I'm sure we'll put some links down in the comments for that.
All right, should we say goodbye to our guests before we do the final feature here?
This was really fun having everyone on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for
This
joining.
was fun. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yes.
Hey, don't forget to talk about widgets. Spend a little time talking about widgets too before
We're
you
gonna
leave.
do the widgets now. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the last
okay.
thing.
Well, y'all got it.
Thanks so
You
much.
gonna hang
guys.
up on me again now?
Come back soon. We'll hang up on everybody.
All right.
All right, cool. So, one final exciting thing in 3.8 is our widget engine has been completely revamped.
What do you mean by revamp?
Revamped. If you had tried to use widgets in the past, it might have been less than successful.
It might have been not perfectly perfect.
It may have been less than perfect and not exactly what you were expecting. The widgets might have worked entirely unlike how you were hoping they wouldn't work.
I see.
And basically, now they should work perfectly. So Kevin's saying, "What? CSS widgets?" Yeah, CSS widgets. Hit that one.
Yeah, the widget engine is now Chromium based.
Yeah. So any widgets that worked in other widget kind of situations should work now. We're really sorry that it didn't work perfectly for the last year, but most widgets
Probably more
worked.
than that, yeah.
But now, enter your widget in there, and it should work exactly the way you're hoping, with sound, with animations,
With WebM,
with WebM, whatever you want.
with CSS animations, with WebGL.
WebGL.
Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah, anything
We don't.
anything Chromium supports should work now in 3.8. So this is available now. Check for updates, grab 3.8, throw it in there, add a widget. Glen's gonna walk you through.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's viewers who, like us, are not incredibly familiar with what this means to have a widget. And I'm going to just show you quickly so you can kind of wrap your head around what this means. A simple way to think about a widget is it's a website. A widget is a website that has a transparent background that you overlay over your stream. And the neat part about that is that website can be tied back into YouTube or Facebook or Twitch and update dynamically based on what's happening in your stream.
This is a way to add interactivity with your viewers into your live
and
stream.
a little fun.
That is automatic and they're really fun.
Hence the sound effects and the WebM.
Yeah, so let's put one in.
So I thought we could I don't have one set up right now. I thought we could just kind of like start totally from scratch so that you could get an idea of how these work. So let me just open up Chrome. And I thought I bookmarked it, but it's probably gone. So in Chrome, I'm trying StreamElements because StreamElements was a service. It was an example of something that did not work very well before because it just was using too much processing power, and there were a lot of animations that weren't working. When you go to these kind of StreamElements or Streamlabs type sites, it's going to ask you to connect with your service. So I'm going to go ahead and go in through to the Ecamm channel here.
And what Glen's doing is just giving Streamlabs permission to access his YouTube channel so that it can do something like, show a little widget about who's donated or who's watching or who's made a comment directly onto the screen.
And they have this concept of a widget. A widget in StreamElements terms means your entire screen.
StreamElements widgets are full screen, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they have a canvas, and you can edit that canvas in this editor screen.
And is this totally free, StreamElements, for people?
I think they probably sell like premium things.
Yeah, but the basic service,
so you can see,
is free, right?
I did a little bit of setup, and I put 2 widgets onto this overlay. I put a tip cup, and I put a little called an alert box, and these are hypothetically tied into this broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
And once you've set this up in StreamElements, you want to grab your link here, copy it to clipboard, and then I'm going to return to Ecamm Live. Click this little globe, new widget overlay. I'm going to call this StreamElements test. I'm going to paste in that URL. And there's a couple options here. For StreamElements, I want to do full screen, so 1920 by 1080. Or you can just, instead of doing that, say fill entire frame. And that's going to make it not even interactive. It's going to just fill the entire frame. I'm going to crank it all the way up to 30. Add overlay. And now, a lot of the times, you won't actually see anything happening right away because these overlays are interactive, meaning things won't happen unless, where's my chip? Okay, so it's loading up. So things won't happen unless certain things are happening.
Oh, and there's the cup.
We did get our cup.
The very first time you fire up the overlays, the widgets might take a second because it has to load the whole Chromium engine into the background. So you might see like a 2 or 3 second pause like the very first time you do it.
But yeah, I think that I can probably, and you all probably also want to do like show in all scenes. So I'm going to grab the StreamElements widget. I want to say I want to see this cup in all my scenes.
All right, so what goes in that cup exactly?
I think if this is in fact tied into YouTube, that's going to be like any super chats or donations that come into YouTube.
Doc, make a donation. Someone make a donation.
Somebody make.
It might not even work.
And then up here, I have an alert box, meaning that should show subscribers, super chats, donations, that kind of thing.
How do we test it? Somebody subscribe.
Yeah, well, there's a couple second delay, what people are seeing. So I'll give them a second.
We're not even sure that we set it up right though, because we just did it like a few seconds ago.
All right, so let's see what happens. And then the sound effects should also come into the broadcast when those widgets fire.
I knew we should have tried this in advance. So we got a question about bandwidth and upload speed. It's definitely not going to take bandwidth or upload speed. It'll use a little bit of CPU because it's running a Chrome web page in the background. Glenn, I don't think you set it up right.
Oh, well,
go back to
the first time for everything. I thought that this was tied in to my YouTube.
Click on is there settings for the cup?
Yeah, so cup settings.
Settings, hyper cup. Oh, look at all this. Subscription alert, tip alert.
I don't know. Maybe it somehow didn't find this broadcast or something.
Is there a test button? Usually these sites have a test button.
I can definitely press the test button. I'm going to take it out of demo mode here and press the test button.
Emulate subscriber event. Yeah, so there's the widget up there.
That's sad though.
Doing like a test subscribe. But I don't know why it's not actually working for you guys. But
Did something go in the cup?
No, do a tip.
No, there's like a tiny little bit, like a really, really tiny thing going.
There's like a little bit of confetti in the cup.
Well, anyway, have fun with this. Experiment with widgets. It's a really fun way to get things to happen on your screen. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, we found that emulate button. And
do a tip event.
I don't even know. How do you tip on YouTube? But
just click tip.
But yeah, so
did you click the 50?
Yeah, I tried it. So I'm just kind of faking it right now.
Wait, there's something. It's going into the cup.
It's a tiny little something going in.
So it's just a little way to like add some interactivity and fun stuff to your feed. But make sure you just like try it in advance. Like we didn't.
Well, there's another one here. I put in the YouTube comment overlay. So let me grab. I set up another widget, which is just a chat stream. YouTube comments. Grab the link to that.
Your stream's chat. I don't know how you tell it which chat.
I don't know. Well, we have more things to learn about these widgets, apparently.
Recent subscribers.
Well, let's try adding this one, see if it does anything. So another interesting thing widgets can do is...
oh, it's working now.
Now it comes in. Thanks, Doc, for the super chat.
Super chat! Yeah, so your viewers can get their name into the stream without you even having to do anything.
Yeah, completely automatic. It might have a little bit of a delay on it, though, because...
oh, that's perfect. I'm glad it started working.
So let me add this other one. So you can add as many widgets as you want. I'm going to call this one chat stream. Paste this in. Again, fill entire frame if you're using StreamElements. And this should put a chat
right in
front of Ken's head.
Hello, I'm in the crack.
I don't know if any chat's going to come in there. But somehow we got Duck's super chat.
So that's supposed to be the live stream.
It's supposed to be the chat window.
It's not. It's just black.
This was going to be it. This was going to be the time we did a good demo of widgets.
Click on the emulate button. See what happens.
I trust it.
Well,
but anyway, try Streamlabs, StreamElements. Buy Me a Coffee is another popular widget.
We should have left our knowledgeable special guests connected while we did this, so that they.
Thanks, Slumdrops, for the super chat. You can see how they come into the comment window here.
Yeah, super chats are working. Maybe.
Well, that's apparently working. And you'll notice actually on the topic of 3.8 new features, which I believe is other ones here. Take a look over here in the comment window. There's a couple new things here. There is a search box. So if I want to find all my super chats, I can just type in the word super. Chat. Thank you, James. Thanks, Doc, for the super chats. Super stickers.
Super sticker.
Thanks, Lum, for the super sticker. So you can see how easy it is to find comments. If I want
to find all the comments.
Let me search for bug. No. Let me search for crash. No crashes.
What if you searched for Peter? Hey, where's the ones from Peter?
I don't know. I swear Peter. Comment. Oh, I'm on favorite. I clicked onto favorite mode.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So there's all Peter's comments. He's a commenting maniac.
Hey, Peter. How's it going? And this is actually a really good question. So what we went ahead and did, if you're a beta tester, is we posted a beta yesterday, which is exactly the same as the non-beta, except it says beta. And so you can use either one until the beta program starts up again. But what that will let you do is when we do finally post a new beta, you'll get it on the auto updater. So it's totally safe to use the beta versus the non-beta version.
So if you're just joining us, we are celebrating today the release of 3.8, a release we've been working on for months. Our beta testers have been hard at work polishing off some exciting new features. What we're calling preview mode, which lets you edit your scenes or your current scene on the fly without your viewers seeing anything happening, and then publishing it when you're ready. We are announcing also improved widget support and some enhancements to our text overlay features. This release also contains a ton of performance improvements. One of the things that we're always doing here is making sure that this stuff works perfectly. So although these are changes you might not see in the user interface, there's huge, awesome performance improvements in this build. In addition to the fact that if you are one of the lucky people who own an M1 Mac, one of Apple's new generation of Macs that don't have an Intel chip, instead they have an Apple chip, this version is going to give you a huge performance improvement. Huge, because the code is running M1 native, which makes Ecamm Live the first M1 native streaming app for the Mac.
Or at least we think it is.
We think it is.
Nobody correct us in the comments if we're wrong.
Yeah, just go along with us. And so when you look in Activity Monitor, you should see Ecamm using minimal amounts of CPU, and you should see a nice little Apple next to it instead of Intel, because we got a comment now asking if we can block people.
I don't know if this is like stage or something. This is so perfect because look, what we added. This only applies to YouTube, but
Just share the comments window directly.
okay, I think I can. Let me go to preview mode here.
We're gonna set up a scene here with
So I'm using preview mode now to set up a scene.
nobody can see it.
I'm gonna share the comments window. I'm gonna put a camera overlay. That's us.
And make it transparent.
Make it nice and big. I'm gonna click transparent.
So typically if you're setting up a scene during a live, you don't want to let anybody know. But
I'm gonna drag from the top. Okay, here is, and then when I'm ready, I'm gonna hit publish. Boom, here we are. So here is the comments window, and you can see that there is now this little ban button for YouTube, not for Facebook. So if I wanna
ban somebody.
who am I gonna ban?
Ban somebody.
I'm gonna pick.
Ban Doc.
I'm gonna ban Doc right now.
Okay.
Okay. Ban. What? So that silence, you can see it grayed out, and now Doc is now unable to chat on our entire YouTube channel until we unban him. So fortunately, there's an unban button. Unban. And now
Welcome
Doc is
back, Doc.
Welcome back to the channel. So if someone is like driving you crazy on your YouTube stream, there's now a quick and easy way to ban them right from Ecamm Live.
It's really cool.
Now, if you like end your chat and you quit and you're like, oh man, I wish I could unban that person, you can still go into YouTube's general community guideline, YouTube labyrinth settings hell, and find the place where you can unban people. But it's possible
in there
to
somewhere.
do. And one other thing in the comments window is, thank you for the super chat. Enlarge my territory. You can now mark comments as favorites with this little star key. I'm going to mark that as a favorite. I'm going to mark this as a favorite. Mark this as a favorite. And what that lets you do is now when you want to come back to those later, I can go up to this favorites tab here, and it's going to show me just the things that I've marked as a favorite.
And this is kind of like a precursor to some other things we're planning for the comments window.
Yeah, it's kind of like a really basic moderation
Yeah.
that only the host can do.
Yeah. So what I was worried about with this shirt is that you can just see like the top line. So I'm not telling you guys all to stop dreaming and that's it. What's below that is start streaming. #EcammFan. And that is the whole message. So like, right, when I sound like this, it's just like, stop dreaming. But yeah, it's like, the idea is if you're still planning to go live for your business, stop thinking about it and do it. If the problem is you can't afford all the gear, we are doing this incredible giveaway as part of the 3.8 launch.
Is there something we're supposed to say about like the secret code or something?
I don't know. A secret code.
Yeah, so this giveaway, which hopefully you got an email about, if you haven't, check our social media channels for this awesome giveaway where we're basically giving away like,
it's ridiculous. We're giving away like an entire studio worth of equipment. And one person, one lucky participant in the giveaway is going to receive an entire Mac, an LG screen, a Shure microphone, and
the secret word is EcammFam.
oh, without the hashtag, just EcammFan, all one word? All one word? I think so. I think so.
It's
That's
gotta
a
be
word.
all one word. So this is one of those giveaways where you can enter more than once, and how many times you enter is based on certain things, such as knowing the secret code word Ecamm fam. So that'll get you a bunch more entries, more chances to win the contest at ecamm.tv/giveaway. Get that?
Ecamm.tv/giveaway. You'll see certain social actions you can do to increase your chances of winning. One of which being entering the secret word Ecamm fam.
Nice.
We'll put your name into the hat multiple times, and we will select a winner. Not available to family members or employees of Ecamm Network LLC, but available to everybody else worldwide. Correct?
This is a really fun way to kick off Customer Appreciation Week.
Customer Appreciation Week. What's that?
It runs starting today to next Wednesday. It's one of those weeks that is like spans
Straddles
2 weeks.
the weekend. We wanted to make sure that
it's one of many things that we're going to do. So stay tuned. Keep watching the Ecamm socials. If you get our emails, watch that. If you don't get our emails, you probably should get them this week. Even if you're not an email person, you may want to sign up for the Ecamm mailing list, because there are a lot of cool things in store for this week.
So yeah, Ecamm fam, Ecamm fans, thank you so much for helping us kick off Customer Appreciation Week. Customer Appreciation Week is going to have a lot more cool stuff coming. So keep an eye on your inbox. We got something for everybody, for every customer this week. You're having trouble with that code, Patty? We will take a look at that. But for the meantime, keep an eye on your inbox for more and our social channels for information about what else is happening on Customer Appreciation Week.
We got another thumbs down. Stop it.
Doc, stop thumbing down our video. Is it the hat? I could take off the hat.
It is the hat.
I don't know.
All right, everyone. I hope that was a good overview
Put it back on.
put it back on, of our new Ecamm Live 3.8. And if you missed it, take a look at the replay, because we did a pretty good deep dive of a lot of the new stuff. We're going to be having our experts doing videos throughout the week on the new stuff, so keep an eye out there. And thanks for joining us. We're going to go out on some music that YouTube will probably tell us is copyrighted and send us confusing emails. But put in the comments where you're watching from, your favorite thing about Ecamm, what you'd like to see. Keep those feature requests coming, because we love them. 3.9 is right around the corner. And someone just retracted their thumbs down. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. Happy Wednesday and happy Customer Appreciation Week. See you later.
that end the music? We're on again.
Nice. Okay, everybody. You're still watching? You get the secret code again. Ecamm fam.
It's like the after the credits
Nice.
thing.
All right, everybody. See you later.